It has been 68 days since a Montana Highway Patrol trooper left Missoula for medical care in Salt Lake City after being shot 3 times in the head and neck. Today, Trooper Palmer's wife addressing the media in Utah, saying their future is brighter now than when they landed there 2 months ago. And today, it's a joyful day as Montana Highway Patrol trooper Wade Palmer will return home. MTN's Jill Valley is at North Star Aviation in Missoula, where the trooper will arrive later this afternoon with his family, and has more about his homecoming. Jill.
Sammy, thank you so much. It's an exciting day. It is also a significant day because what this represents to a lot of people is triumph over evil. Trooper Palmer was so gravely injured that day in March. It was an ambush that killed one other person and injured 2 others. So the fact that he is able to come home and recover is nothing short of a miracle, according to his fellow Highway Patrol officers. Now, in just about an hour and a half, Trooper Palmer's medical plane will be landing here at North Star Aviation, and then he'll make his way back to Stevensville. Along the way, people in Missoula will be wearing green and showing their support as they stand along Broadway and on the streets of Stevensville as well. Now, his recovery after suffering those 3 gunshot wounds, including one to the head, is going to be long, but today his doctors talked about his recovery and how that's going to go. At this point, he is unable to speak, but he does recognize people and he knows what's going on around him, so that is an amazing thing. Now, Tim Fox was also in Utah with him. He thanked the medical team for their amazing work on helping Trooper Palmer recover. He also thanked the Utah Highway Patrol, telling them that they are now honorary Montana citizens for their love and care of Trooper Palmer and his family. Now, the family has been so thankful to the support from around the world. In the next couple of months, though, they are asking for some privacy as they get used to their new normal. This was an act of violence that killed 1 person back in mid-March. His name was Shelley Hayes. 2 other people were critically injured. They are Julie and Casey Blanchard. So as we think about them and we hope the best for their families, today we can take away the wonderful news that Trooper Palmer is coming home to Montana after being gone for 2 months. And tonight when he goes to bed, he's going to be in his own house surrounded by his wife and his children. Back to you.
So much, Jill. And of course, as Jill was mentioning that press conference this morning, Trooper Palmer's wife, Lindsay, also took some time to thank law enforcement and the doctors. She said they were the ones who gave them a fighting chance when they needed to get through this. And obviously things were pretty dire when he went to Utah in the first place. And now he is doing much better and is able to be coming home. And as Jill mentioned, there will be a procession once he lands in Missoula. The public is invited to view that procession along Broadway between Reserve Street and St. Patrick Hospital. Montana Highway Patrol tells us they do not want folks following that procession, though, and that procession will then continue into Palmer's hometown of Stevensville. Citizens are invited to stand on the pedestrian path between Highway 93 onto Stevensville Cutoff Road. Now, there is a reminder that vehicles are not allowed on that pedestrian path and should not be parked on the side of the road either. Again, we will have more coverage of the troopers' return home tonight at 5:30, and in the meantime, as Jill mentioned, the family is extremely excited to continue sharing the troopers' positive progress, but are asking for some privacy as they adjust back to everyday life.